because it's Mac talk. All right. Well, now we're going. So, Patrick and I have been buddies for a long, long time. And for those of you who don't know, over there is Patrick's mom, Pam. And lots of other people. And this is a backyard concert. It's a new concept. Do you like the idea? Okay. So Patrick's been writing songs for a long time, and he writes beautiful songs. And I thought, hey, let's have a concert on October 1st. So he said, okay. And then he realized, then suddenly it got close, and we realized it's going to happen any minute. So, of course, if you have cell phones and things like that, make sure they're off, because, you know, it will throw off the battery that's in Patrick's head. So, is that a little...
Yeah, that's how it works.
Right? And I'm going to let you take it away.
Beautiful. Hello. It is so good to see all of you here today. It is, this is my first live show in over 2.5 years for no particular reason. Nothing major happened in the world that prevented that from happening, but nothing at all. But it's so good to see you here. It's so cozy. And also hello to online friends as well. But yeah, so first song that I'm going to play some songs for you. The first song I'm going to play is, so you know in a Disney movie, Disney princess movie, like, hear me out. There's, at the beginning of every movie, there is sort of like the song, like, I need to get out there. I need to go do something with my life. I need to go be something and marry someone, probably. And this one's mine. It's called Something New. I get up each morning, feeling the same. Look around my body and my room. There are clothes everywhere. A tornado swept through here. There's no one but me to blame. Go outside, I take my bike out for a ride, 'cause there's no car to see. I search my mind as the sidewalk passes by, looking for somewhere to be free. I think I'm ready for something new. Maybe something right. I'll just follow what I think is true. It's gonna be something right that will be shining in the end. Something new. Something new. In some slow motion, that's what she says to me as she looks me in the eye. She's moved on, found a new life, can't I see? Nothing left but goodbye. I gotta go, I gotta get away from this town. I've got to learn who I am. I can't stand still, there's no more to think about. I've got to move the life's command. I think I'm ready for something new. Maybe something right. I'll just follow what I think is true. It's gonna be something right that will be shining in the end. Maybe I'm okay with running away. It's not so bad after all. The moment it's fine to be a work in progress me. I guess my life's on cruise control. It's time to go. Time for something new. Maybe something right. And I'll just follow what I think is true. It's gonna be something right that will be shining in the Ooh, something new. Something new. Oh, something new. Something new. Thank you so much. Wow. This is pretty amazing. As Rick said, he asked me maybe in late June or something, like, hey, do you want to do a show in October? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. That's like 50 years from now. And we just started getting closer and closer to October. And I was like, huh. So this is the passage of time. Weird. Anyway, I'm just going to keep saying it. It's so good to see you here tonight. I'm just like, wow. Anyway, okay, so, how many of you, and be honest with me, how many of you make New Year's resolutions every year? I do. And how many of you actually follow through on them? Yeah? Anyone? No! I like the confident no. Anyway, this is a song about that. This is a New Year's song. So yeah, well it kinda sucks to miss. Sometimes I was out of good luck. It's like a Charlie Brown, and I'm always stuck in the rain. Well, I lost my job and my discipline now. I wanna self-improve, but I don't know how. I've got no goals and I know I've got no one to blame. I think I'm through here. I've had enough of the blues. Ready for a new year finally. I'll make a brand new me. Make a brand new me. Well, I've got some goals, I gotta stick to them too. I could go to the gym, but I doubt I'd pull through. I wanna make some time for the things that matter to me. I wanna write some songs, I wanna learn to cook, I wanna meet a girl, I wanna finish a book. But once I feel something other than apathy, I think I'm through here. I've had enough of the blues. Ready for a new year finally. I'll make a brand new me. Oh, 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 oh. Brand new me. It's the start of the year, time to rearrange. Who says that I need an excuse to change? To change. Ready for a new year finally. I'll make a brand new me. I think I'm through here. Not enough of that blues. Ready for a new year finally. I'll make a brand new me. Thank you. Let's fix this here. So it's crazy, like, it's been so hot for so long. And then I'm like, I'm gonna have a show. And now it's this. But I'm still happy to be here. But the guitar is like, why? This next song is Chord Changes. The other day, I thought I'd take a walk outside. I had a funny feeling inside. I feel weak, I wanna go back to sleep. People speak, and I cannot pay attention at all. I wish I had someone to call. I feel strange, I'm mixed up and out of place. So many changes moving through me these days. Situations forcing me to change my ways. If you ask me how I feel, I couldn't say. So many changes today. I try to write, and the words are coming out all wrong. I cannot even write this song. It seems trite, all darkness and no light. So many changes moving through me these days. Situations forcing me to change my ways. If you ask me how I feel, I couldn't say. So many changes today. Can't get around it, but I won't get down about it now. Today is not yesterday, though I feel that it's hopeless for to know that it's not over. Is my life won't sit still anymore. So many changes moving through me these days. Situations forcing me to change my ways. If you ask me how I feel, I couldn't say. So many changes today. So many changes today. Hey. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you. So what's kind of fun is that those two songs were written approximately like right after the other. I wrote the New Year, or I wrote Changes, and I was so excited. I was like, I wrote a song. And because sometimes like inspiration is one of those hard things to get. Like you try to reach for it, it's like kind of like punching underwater. It's really hard to connect. And then I was just able to grab it, and I was like, sweet, I'm gonna hold on to this for as long as it works. And so I was able to write a second one right after. But anyway, so I'm gonna sit down for this one. And it's, you know, when an artist sits down, you know that they're gonna play a really sensitive song. It's like really, really serious. I want to bring down the energy, make it just feel a little bit more comfortable.
Wells Fargo, it's because they're older.
This'll work.
Do you need a handkerchief?
I'm good. I'm good. All right. So strong. All right. So this one. Real quick. So I came to a bit of an awakening in the last year or so. So my entire life, I thought I was a baritone, sort of medium male voice range. And that was how I strongly identified myself, you know, as a little choir boy. And I'm a baritone. I can sing high notes. I can do it well. And it's like, did you hear that? It's up there. And what's fun about this is, so I started taking vocal lessons again. And my teacher's amazing. Hi, Cecilia, if you're out there on the internet. And she said, you're definitely a bass. I'm like, are you sure? And so thus began the process of slowly bringing down all of my songs. And wow, they're easier to sing. And this is one of them. This is called, this one's called Ready for Me. Hello, children, from a distance. Anyway. It's just another day, another heavy moment, weighted down by the frame from inside. It's so hard to find the line between motivation and a waste of my time. It's so hard to be young and to be where I am, 'cause I feel that I'm ready to go. And I can tell you in a place to go. And I can dream of all the love that I'm ready to receive. When I'm ready for the world to be ready for me. I hear another sigh, another cry of the weary. And I know I'm not alone in my pain. There's no one to blame for being human. It's like there's too much to say to be real. I've got to learn to understand and just be where I am. 'Cause I know that I'm ready to go. And I can tell you, need a place to grow. And I can dream of all the love that I'm ready to receive. When I'm ready for the world to be ready for me. Cause I know that I'm ready to go. And I can tell you, need a place to grow. And I can dream of all the love that I'm ready to receive. When I'm ready for the world to be ready for me. When I'm ready for the world to be ready for me. So, this next one, I feel like that in order for an artist to stay fully relevant in the last 2.5, give or take, years, you have to write a song about the pandemic. It's just what you gotta do. And so here is my contribution to that noble goal. And this song is called The Ode to 2020. When I'm out, I see no smiling faces. In fact, I barely see them at all. Who'd have thought we'd exist in 6-foot spaces? Though I'd still take it over slowly dying off. This cabin fever starts to burn, sipping my Earl Grey and lavender. I sit down and start to write. So let's stay inside. There's no end in sight, and we might just survive 2020. I'm too angry for words, but a preventable curse. Hope you show me your worst 2020, my old 2020. Oh, oh, oh. I'd like to have an honest conversation about the way we treat our own. No thin blue line is worth their devastation, and we won't stop marching so everybody knows. Though I've still got much more to learn, sipping my Earl Grey and lavender, but know that no one else deserves to die. So let's go outside, and we'll fight that good fight. We'll make human rights in 2020. We'll be shining bright with the dream of life, so no one can survive 2020. Through all the smoke and all the flame, it's so hard to try, but we try all the same. As people in power choose to maintain rather than change our world. And I'm sure there's more we've got in store. 'cause I can't be bored in 2020. So let's go outside and we'll find a good fight. We'll make human rights in 2020. A lot of feeling went into that one. Yeah. I guess that's the first time I've actually played that in front of a crowd that wasn't like on a virtual screen. Well, then it was kind of fun. Thanks to Rich here. I did a couple virtual shows in 2021. And let me tell you, it was real weird. Like playing in front of people, but having absolutely no feedback or reaction. Because when you're up there, normally you get like a, oh, that was good one. Or, no. You get one of those reactions, depending on the song, of course. And I remember getting no reaction at all because that was the nature of things. And what was just really funny is like I finished like a really intense song, like 2020, and then just kind of smiling in the camera and waiting, and I'm just like, all right, let's continue. And it was weird. It was real weird. So my next song is Loki, the follow-up to that one, because one thing that's really great is that we have collectively decided that a pandemic is over with the sheer force of will, and all right, cool, we're there, awesome. And so the cool part about returning to life and no longer having to quarantine is that you get to meet people again, and that's great, except for when you forget how to talk to everyone, and it's a little weird. And so I got a new job last year. I'm now a high school teacher at a public high school, which I wasn't at before. And we had this get together with coworkers, and I did not know how to talk to people. It was just like September of last year or something. And I was just like, hi. And I remember like I bungled many interactions, but the best one was when I spilled tea on my crutch and automatically it just left. I was just like, nope. And that affected me in a significant way. I could remember that for the next 10 years. But on the bright side, I got a song out of it. And that's what you can ask for out of any experience, right? And so this is called Overthinking Life. Hold on, I'm trying to remember the first word.
Don't overthink it.
Too late. Why don't we set the scene? Roll out past quarantine. Got everybody simply remembering how to be sociable and likable interactions as they go. But stumbling and fumbling is nothing new to those who know what it's like. Have your mind move a million miles a minute, where the hero no one asked for, and the hero no one needed. But overthinking everything is a superpower of mine. Got the perfect jokes and comebacks, and hours later punchlines. But every time the action gets heated, I'm slowly stuck inside. I'm just sitting here singing, overthinking life. A dozen thoughts or more, awaiting what's in store. And while I'm singing, a notice eyes flicker towards the door. Wasn't me, wasn't something that I said, to be somewhere else instead. Although maybe it might be all inside my head. In my head, where my mind moves a million miles a minute, where the hero no one asked for, life's broken and defeated. And overthinking everything is a superpower of mine. I've got all the right solutions and all the wrong times. Every time the action gets heated, I move slowly, stuck in time. I'm just sitting here singing, overthinking life. Yes, a conversational regret. I'm sorry, what did I forget? I wanna be someone that people wanna meet. But this world will keep on turning, and I will keep on learning that it's better to listen when people speak. And overthinking everything is a superpower of mine. I didn't hear the question, so I said I'm doing fine. But every time the action gets heated, I move slowly, stuck in time. I'm just sitting here singing, dreaming of new beginnings, where I'll stop overthinking life. Thank you. That was actually the first public performance of that song, so I'm so glad that y'all are here to witness that. Yeah, a lot of overthinking. Speaking of overthinking, next song. Yeah. This one's called Autumn. Dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. I saw the doors closing fast, leaving me hanging here with the girl of my dreams. I know I've got 6 floors to win her heart before we forever part. I stood sweating by her side, contemplating and waiting for wisdom. and the perfect thing to say. By now I've got at least 4 floors to show the confidence I know. It might sound unrealistic, and the latter idealistic. I'm just a fellow who likes to do things by the book. When I saw her, I saw roses, and I hoped that she'd take notice that it was my heart that she took. Autumn came and went, like the way I knew she would. No use dreaming of that time we could spend, but time moves faster than it should. Oh, autumn, you make me yearn for spring. Da-dum, da-dum, you make me yearn for spring. Da-dum, oh, oh, oh. In this story that I made, we're married. How awesome is that? Considering we just met, we have 2 kids and a golden retriever too, just as we reach for 2. It might sound like a tall order, and I'm just a little forward. I'm just a fellow who likes to do things by the book. You can tell me that I'm hopeless, and I swear that I am helpless, cause it was my heart that she took. Autumn came and went, it's like the way I knew she would. I love to dream of the time we could spend, but time moves faster than it should. Oh, autumn, you make me yearn for spring. I saw her coming, and I let her walk right past me. Another opportunity missed by yours truly, but I fear rejection and her objection to my suggestion. We should make a connection. Autumn came and went, it's like the way I knew she would. I love to dream of the time we could spend. We had it brief, we had it good. Oh, autumn, you make me yearn for spring. Da-dum, da-dum, you make me yearn for spring. Da-dum, da-dum, you make me yearn for spring. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You make me yearn for spring. Da-dum, da-dum, you make me yearn for spring. Thank you. Based on a true story, actually. Anyway, so one thing that's really, really fun about being told by your vocal coach to change all your songs from the keys you've been practicing for years so that you can sing them better and they will sound better is that there's like this muscle memory that's like, Patrick, go to the other chord, do it now. And I'm just like, no. So thank you for bearing with me and trying to struggle through that. Let's see, where are we? Oh! Okay. So this next song is a song that's rather special for me. Really special to me, in fact. And I wrote this song in March of 2014. And so to get hella real with you folks right now. So a lot of you may know, it's been almost 9 years. My father passed away about 9 years ago. And so that was a lot. And so I wrote a song for his memorial. And I played it there. And then I played it one other place, and I haven't played it since. And I guess it's because it's a bit of a scary song to play. And recently, I decided to write more lyrics to it. And I decided to change it up. And then I was told I should lower the key, which I did. And so this next song is called Remember. And I know that we've all lost people. We've all lost people, whether they've passed on or whether they've made a rather graceful exit from our lives. And so if I get a bit misty here, then you know why. Anyway, this song is called Remember. But first, I'm going to drink some water. There was a water there. Anyway. Thank you again for being here. I remember your final days. There was nothing I could do to prepare. But I like to think you're still with me, hanging out in the open air. You can watch me write poetry from the vacancy I saved next to me. 'Cause you're in my head and in everywhere else. I know that the seat isn't empty. All I have is picture frame faces from wild worn out times and a shoebox of memories. The days of our lives. I've got this heart full of music and a fire inside. It's all mine to remember you by. Sometimes I find myself whistling to the tune that you used to play. Melody that's just yours. My strings can't capture that way. It's so strange how it's quieter without your song to fill these lonely walls. But I know you're inside, and even if you hide, I'd come running if you were able to call. All I have is picture frame faces from well worn out times and a shoebox of memories all frozen in time. I've got this heart full of music and a fire inside. It's all mine to remember you by. I don't know where you are now, and when I'll see you more than my dreams. While I live in the in-between, I'll try not to feel incomplete with my picture frame faces from well worn out times and the shoebox of memories I hold as I cry. I've got this heart full of music, the fire inside, it's so mine to remember. It's so mine to remember. You by. Thank you. Yeah, that's hard one to say. I'm glad y'all are here for it. It's taken me almost a decade to be able to play that in front of people, so I really, really appreciate it. Also, hello to friends on the stream. Lovely to see you here. So at this point, we're going to do something a little bit different. And so one thing that's amazing, so let me tell you a little bit about my dad. First of all, this is his guitar. It looks like he played it with a fork. Very lovingly, with a fork. And he and Rick Conkoff of the famous Rick Conkoff's Coffee House played music together since they were rather small, a little bit smaller, I guess. Maybe for about 40 or so years. Together, the two of them played, like, I think something like 10,000 gigs. Is that right, Rick?
3,500, but it's still a lot.
That's so almost like.
But I exaggerate
10,000,
too.
right? A lot of Jewish shows as well. Super great stuff. But anyway, so my dad would play this guitar, and Rick would play the violin. And so, just for funsies, we're going to play a couple songs together, a couple songs that they used to play. And, yeah, so let's welcome Rick to the stage. It is, by the way, it's kind of amazing, like, what being a teacher does to your, like, personal armor when it comes to being in front of people. Like, after dealing with high schoolers, I'm just like, I can do anything. It's amazing. All right.
So before he starts, I'm not going to pass up a chance to say a few things about Patrick. So before I say something about Patrick, now this isn't his bar mitzvah, but it's as close as he'll ever come. So indeed, I did play this violin, which is 130 years old, and that guitar, which is at least 100. Let's see, 6. I can't do that. 80.
10,000.
Okay. We played a lot of gigs together. We had a lot of fun. And when people, I often experience this when someone has passed away, with people who claim to be not just I don't believe in God, but they know there's no God. And I'm always curious about how anybody could know there's no God. It'd be as likely as if I knew there was God. And so, but then those same people who know there's no God, when someone passes away, they say, "Oh, but I feel him here in spirit," and I'm wondering how that can be. And so, what I realized is I need to invent something slightly scientific, which I call spiritual DNA. So Patrick and Lila, the twins, have a lot of spiritual DNA in them from those that have passed and those that are still with us. So I just want to take a second to say, yes, Ron isn't here, but he lives in the guitar. And Patrick's mom, Pam, is here, and Pam is so musical.
and her father was an amazing musician. So Patrick's got the physical DNA and the spiritual DNA. And over there is Michael, his brother, and Kay, Michael's wife. And we are all proud to say we've contributed to Patrick's decision to be a multi-career person. And so we're keeping equal emphasis on the great teaching he's doing for students who have a hard time at LC Allen, and the amazing music which you can see. What Patrick doesn't know is that he's making an EP.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen soon because his songs are truly amazing.
Coming to a theater near you.
So we're gonna start. We're gonna just, what can I say? We're gonna play a couple songs. We realize though that we try to think of what to call ourselves as a duo, and Rick and Patrick, or Patrick and Rick. There's too much Rick in there. Patrick and Rick.
A lot of Rick.
So what we call ourselves is Rick and Spawn of Ron.
It works well. It's really great for weddings. Thank you. What's really fun about that song is that it's all in the wrist. It's just right there.
When Ron used to play that song, in between the eighth notes, he would shake his hand out just because of the spasm caused by playing, and lots of Jewish playing too. So, yes. So 2 things to always remember if you're a musician before you go on stage. One is to make sure your zipper is up. I don't know, if you watch musicians carefully, especially male musicians, you will notice that they check their zipper right before they go on stage.
Most of them do.
Well, maybe, okay, after 50. And the second one is to turn on your pickup. So now my pickup's on.
Amazing.
Okay, so, yesterday, what did happen here, Ron?
Oh, no, I don't know where the glass went, but I left the
Did
other
anybody
one.
take the glass from here? I did? Where was I?
Right here.
It's alright, I've got water up here, we're good.
Was it today? Sorry. You know how it is. So, anyway, yesterday I decided to teach Patrick another song that Ron and I used to do. And I say Ron and I because sometimes I say I and Ron. So we were Ron and Rick, alternating weeks we were Rick and Ron, just for fairness. Anyway, so I got Patrick this song. I really did. A lot of musicians will say that just because in case they make a mistake, they don't want to feel bad. But I really did teach it to him yesterday. The chord chart is right there. And, all right, you ready to do it?
How does it go again? Oh, okay. Sure.
One.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rick. That sounded amazing. I actually think that's the best we've ever done it.
Really, show them the chart.
Yeah. We've got this fun little janky chart here. We've got a few of them. The first one has the wrong chords on it. And so we actually tried to practice it earlier today, and I was like, oh, that's not it.
Someone gave me, my other music partner gave me the chords, and I put them in notes on the on my phone, and so I printed the chord chart vertically, so it's just one big long thing.
Yeah, it's a hoot. Anyway, I've got a few more for y'all, and this is a song that I retired recently due to the current geopolitical situation of the world. But then I remembered that the historical figure Leon Trotsky had absolutely nothing to do with it. And so this is a song. The real inspiration about it is that, so several years ago, I was Sad Boy Central. I was like moping around, girl troubles, depression, the millennial cocktail, really. And I was moping around the house, and my good mother right there, my mom was like, hey, you're an artist. You can channel your feelings into art. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And so then, I decided to sit at the piano for a while, and then I was like, piano. And my friend texted me, hey, do you want to hang out later? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Then he says, yeah, for Trotsky. And I just texted him back, and I was just like, Trotsky? True story. January, just a perfect time for love. No more holidays, no expectations of any kind I'm thinking of. But as I'm getting older, my taste in lovers is much bolder, and the only one who can drive me mad is a particular comrade. I've got the hot skis for Mr. Trotsky, my Marxist Soviet of choice. Others are in love with Mikhail Gorbachev, but my Leon's not like the other boys. With his intense and steely gaze and his Cossack fighting ways, it's no wonder he's a Menshevik star. 'Cause I've got the hot skis for Mr. Trotsky. I'd pick him to pierce my frozen heart. I've got the hot skis for Leon Trotsky, the apple of my communist eye. Others might be scooting for old Rasputin, but some folks just don't know when to die. A war commissar, likely mean with a guitar. He's my hot spot in a land full of snow. I've got the hot skis for Mr. Trotsky. He puts the man in my manifesto. Thank you.
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
It's always really fun playing Remember and Trotsky in the same show already for me. Because it's like the emotional whiplash is just like, so what's fun is, I was in Scotland a few years ago. It was an absolute blast. I met a lot of people with really delightful sounding accents. And I decided to play that at an open mic. And so there were a few folks that were like, oh, wow, that was fucking great, I love that. And the rest of the crowd was just like, and I'm just like, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye forever. Anyway, I've got a couple more songs for you, a few more songs. Thank you so much for being here tonight again. I really appreciate it. I keep thanking you as if I'm about to end, but we're not there yet. But we're getting there.
Patrick, one other thing.
Yeah.
If you guys like concerts but you don't like to go out of your house, then do go and find Rick Konkoff's Coffee House or my YouTube channel, and I have periodic concerts on there, and they're a lot of fun. And Patrick will be on again for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So I've got a quick teaching story for you. A long time ago, I was substitute teaching for elementary school, and that was a blast. And I was teaching a music class, which was even more exciting. And we were working on the sentences for the treble clefs, for like the sheet music and everything. And one of the sentences for the treble clef is that they had was, every gummy bear deserves friends. And I love that. That was really adorable. And so I'm working with the class, right? And they're all right there. And I say, all right, kids, every gummy bear deserves friends. And this one girl in the back, you know how kids, how kids can sometimes only speak in capital letters. And so I said, all right, kids, Every gummy bear deserves friends. And this little girl in the back was like, indeed they do. And it was amazing. Because I've never felt that certain about anything in my entire life. And that story has nothing to do with the song I'm about to play. This is called No Bad Bones. Alone in this room, seems that everyone I know has gone away. My heart sits heavier than my head. For some reason the pain always seems to stay. But I've got no bad bones in my body. Other folks, they try to bring me down. Like the old crow sings, I still got it. Turning everything I know back in sound. Back into sound. I know a girl who says she paints. With her brush she relieves the pain of another day. Some draw, some dance. Everybody has their art. But with these strings I strum my cares away. 'Cause I've got no bad bones in my body. Other folks, they try to bring me down. Like the old crow sings, I still got it. Turning everything I know back into sound. Back into sound. But everybody has their own way. A way to cope when the pressure is too great. I won't let the blues take me yet. As long as I play, I'll never be afraid. I'll never be afraid. Back into sound. 'Cause I've got no backbones in my body. Other folks, they try to bring me down. No, no. Like the old crow sings, I still got it. Turning everything I know back into sound. 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 I've got no bad bones. No bad bones in me. Back into sound. Thank you so much. So this next song is one that has optional audience participation because since I'm a teacher, I can't do anything without trying to do that a little bit. It's a problem trying to work on the work-life balance. But anyway, so if you would like to join in the choruses, the words are very simple. They are la-di-da, la-di-da, diddy-da, diddy-da, diddy-da. That's it. La-di-da, 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 la-di-da. And it goes in context. It's la-di-da, la-di-da, diddy-da, diddy-da, la-di-da, 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 diddy-da, diddy-da, la-di-da. All right, class. Let's try that out, eh? Let's try that. Let's try this and see what happens. So, la-di-da, la-di-da, diddy-da. We're in your octave. La-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da, diddy-da, diddy-da, la-di-da. I'm not a bass, I swear. So, this song is called Hot Air Balloon. Hold on. From my hot air balloon, the world's getting smaller or larger, I can't really tell. My vision is clearer, and the view from up here seems to be wishing me well. And when I look down, I see tons of small houses and people wandering round. I seem to be lost, but I can't really tell from here. They're walking all over the town, and I'm higher than I've ever been. The world disappears below me, and the landscape is just a watercolor painting as I drift in the clouds by the sea. And it gives me some time to reflect on the rhymes I've been holding on to for my whole life. Things on my mind for quite a long time, the causes of human strife. La-di-da, la-di-da, dee-da, dee-da. This is you. La-di-da, 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 dee-da, dee-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. So I keep on going, my mind's running question to question in this floating basket. Like why do we hold ourselves captive inside and hold on to all our regrets? I don't understand why people can stand to get lost in the American dream. I think I hear thunder, but maybe it's just the heartbeats of human lives going downstream. I meet the stormy day with a smile on my face, knowing that maybe it's easier than it seems. My head starts to sober, this rain will be over, I hope, so I can find what this means. La-di-da, la-di-da, dee-da, dee-da. La-di-da, 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 dee-da, dee-da, la-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. So I go on drifting by rainbow. My head is now filled with things people should know. Like don't fly hot air balloons in rainstorms. And everyone's connected from the moment they're born. Life's not as hard as it seems. And it's never too late to start chasing our dreams. La-di-da, la-di-da, dee-da, dee-da, la-di-da. From my hot air balloon, the world's getting smaller or larger, I can't really tell.
Nice.
Thank you. Alright, folks. So I've got one more song for you. I've got on my set. And before we do that, I wanted to thank you again. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. It means so much yeah. It's been a weird last long time. And just to see all of you here just gives me all them little fuzzies. And it's a beautiful thing. But also, thank you so much to Rick and Heather for letting us use their backyard. Amazing. Love that. And thank you again to Rick for playing with me tonight, but also for helping host this and being like, hey man, you want to do a show in October, like 50 years from now? And I just said, yeah. So thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, this last one is called I Suppose. I wanna be your 6 a.m. your morning roast, or wake you up when I can't toast, and then you're just alone, I suppose. I wanna see that winning smile beaming right at me, till I'm the only man that you'll ever need, till then you're just alone, I suppose. I got back from the war and I hit the floor, dreaming of a woman like you. I heard you find time to stay for a while, man clad in red, white, and blue. Would you save me a dance at the company ball? Give me a chance, you won't regret it at all. Till then, oh, just go alone, I
It's a short little like album thing that you do on your own, so that Spotify doesn't pay you .000000007 per song.
Yeah, well there is it to that, but 0.8.
Okay.
But anyway,
Should we do this again? Thank you so much for coming. And this is just one of those things, if you set it far enough in the future, but then you announce it, then you have to do it. So it's, I like the echo. It's really nice. I was messing with the PA up there. So thank you for coming, and feel free to hang around a bit. There's some food, I think, left. And this has just been a really nice night. There's 40 people here, and that's awesome. And I guess the thing that I want to say is something I say to my students, and something I say to Patrick, which is, may there be a huge, giant protective bubble that holds all of us, and that keeps us all safe and happy and loving ourselves. And actually, I'm going to leave you with a quote from the Talmud, because it's a really good quote. And Matt likes Jewish stuff. This is straight from the Talmud. I have no authorship on this, but it's a lovely way to end the night. Hovering over every single blade of grass is an angel, whispering, grow, grow. So may we all keep growing. Patrick, I love you. And I think Patrick brought a ton of joy into our lives tonight. And a little bit of awkward song, too. How many people like the Trotsky song? Is that a hit? Oh my God.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming, and just be careful because there's things to trip on, and, you know, and it's not LSD. I mean, there's no refreshments afterwards. So thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Play the turtle song.
Oh, no.